The Guardian has released an article claiming the so-called white helmets are victims of false propaganda designed to discredit them and their humanitarian work in Syria. Our guest today, however, says the white helmets have deceived the Western media. Investigative journalist Garth Porter joins us here on RT America. Garth, nice to have you with us tonight. What does the Western press and the United States media in particular get wrong when it comes to the white helmets?
Well, of course, the white helmets have been lionized by the news media and have been treated as simply heroes of the Syrian war, and there has been no criticism really allowed in the media of the white helmets in terms of other aspects of what they do that may be less attractive. As an investigative journalist, I was particularly interested in the way in which the white helmets have played a key role, I would say the key role, in the propaganda efforts of the armed resistance, the armed opposition to the Assad regime in Syria, which really means in places like Idlib, in Aleppo, and in Idlib province, the al-Qaeda authorities who are in fact in power in the places where the white helmets work. And it is the fundamental fact of the conflict there, which the news media has refused to acknowledge, that the white helmets have no choice but to follow the orders of the people who have a political military power in those provinces where they work. So the fact is that they have been assigned the job of basically being the propaganda arm of those authorities. And so I wrote a piece about how they carried out that function with regard to the attack on the aid caravan in September of 2015. And what I showed in my piece was that the white helmet authorities who were giving out the information to the news media about what happened that night were simply misrepresenting, were lying about what they saw and what actually happened. So this...
Where do they get their funding?
Well, these...
where do they get their funding, Garth?
These groups are, I mean, it's a matter of public record. It's not denied that these organizations, that this organization gets its funding from the United States, from the UK, in the tens of millions of dollars. So that's that's a fact that nobody's really challenging.
All right, Garth Porter, thank you for joining us tonight. Very important story, always a pleasure.